been made out there's quite a bit of bad blood between yourself, Tony, and Paul. Is there any background to that? Is there bad blood? I'll ask you both. Let's start with Tony, please.
I don't know. Just think once we fight and do what we have to do, hopefully everything will die down and go back to normal. It's boxing, isn't it? Your tensions rise. You say stuff, people say stuff back, and at the end of the day, it just makes the fight more exciting, doesn't it? We're both, no matter whether we're talking or we're not talking, we're both going to get in the ring and do what we can, aren't we? Give it the best shot over 12 rounds. So I think, like I say, I think talking aside, it's about the fight, isn't it?
I don't know where the bad blood came from. Tony come out in the paper once saying, bitter rivalry. The Echo reporter didn't help one bit. Every time he writes an article, it's bitter rivalry and all that. Every time I spoke to Tony, he's being nice as pie, and I always have been the same with him. But I think when he said this stemmed from was when him and Dodson were on the radio talking about what I didn't deserve as super middleweight and this and that. And the radio asked me a question, and I said I beat the two of them in the same night. So I think that's where it stems from, and if that's where it is, then I still stand by what I said.
Yeah, I agree with them. That's where it did stem from, to be honest with you. But it was what can I say? I didn't say he didn't deserve not in a super middleweight, because who said I deserved my shot to super middleweight? I never went past 6 rounds in my last fight, before my last fight, so I weren't saying that he doesn't deserve it. He's had double the fights I had. So I think where it stemmed from was because the comments which come off that was that he'd knock us both out on the same night. We weren't worth a Central Area title. Tony's and never will be. Just comments like that.
Without trying to act soft, and I've never said any of those words, so I don't know where whether it came from the press. I've never used the saying "never will be" in my life. I wouldn't disrespect the fighter by saying that. I've never said that about anyone, let alone Tony Dodson, Tony Quigley.
But it's going to be a big fight on the night. It's all this. There'll be nice guys today. They're professional, but on the night you're going to get a fight. You're going to see a great fight. These two. There's a lot at stake for these two guys. There's no doubt about that.
How does this fight differ from the Dodson fight for you, Tony?
It doesn't. It's exactly the same. The only difference is I've got more time to prepare for it in the ways of I was fighting for an 8-rounder 2 weeks up to Dodson's fight, and then I got changed to a 12-rounder for the British title. So it's again, I'm going to train as hard and do everything I need to do in the preparation and in my dieting to come to the fight, and when the fight comes, just go and give it my best shot again.
Paul, do you feel your career might be a bit slow burning? I mean, 7 years ago you won the medal of the Commonwealth.
Yeah, definitely, but as I've said in the past in other interviews, what I've done, I've been brought along nicely as far as I'm concerned. I've had a few injuries here and there, and it's stalled like most other fighters' careers, but I've been brought along nicely, and now's the time to let the reins off. I'm only 26.